The long-awaited union agreement for GDOE teachers could be renegotiated as quickly as February 10th. The date was determined during last night's Guam Education Board general meeting, but not without heated debate between board members and the Guam Federation of Teachers. Here's more. The Guam Education Board says there's a union agreement for teachers in the works that will potentially be settled as early as February 10th. But last night, during the Guam Education Board's general meeting, board members and union representatives contended over the issue of duty days, the final piece of the teacher union agreement left for discussion.
Duty day to me is alien. I'll tell you why. Because as a teacher, I don't work from 9 to 5, okay? I work from 3 o'clock in the morning until 8, 9, 10 at night, every day, including Saturday and Sunday. This is not a climate of fear. This is an insult to the profession. First of all, there's been a lot of training, And teachers are not complaining. They'll go to these trainings, but it affects the instructional day. The very purpose for why teachers are in the school is working with those students.
According to Acting Superintendent Joe Sanchez, duty day is defined as the hours teachers are required to be at their work site. He told PNC that all teachers are paid for a full 8 hours, but they're not required to be at their work sites for all 8 hours. It's been a heated contractual issue that Sanchez inherited from the superintendent, John Fernandez, but it didn't start with Fernandez. In fact, Sanchez says this debate over teacher work hours stems as far back as 2006. Franklin Perez, a representative from the Guam Federation of Teachers, agreed, but warned the board to think of all stakeholders before making any decisions that would affect the teachers.
Now, if the board decides that the duty day is longer, well, guess what? Do not ask teachers to give up their non-duty lunchtime to intervene with discipline. Do not ask a teacher to take up a club. But teachers who work with forensics, close-ups, they do not get paid. This is out of their hearts. So the only consideration I would like to ask the board, and this deadline can end right now, and accept that precedent has already been set in past negotiations that duty day is a mutual discussion, okay, between admin and the union.
To temper the heated discussion, Sanchez stated that it was never his intent to bring up old working hours, as that would, quote, be incredibly disruptive, end quote, to align old working hours with the new school schedules.
So we think that one of the things that we clarified is we know why each side seems to be concerned about either negotiating it or not. It's because both sides think that the other side is going to go a little wild. Management and the board side thinks that, you know, the GFT is going to request to cut hours and whatnot. And on the other side, the GFT thinks that the board is going to go 8 to 5 for all teachers, when in fact, neither side is proposing anything drastic.
He says the recommendation that he plans to make at the upcoming work session is to strongly consider having duty day as simply a negotiation point. In response, GFT Representative Perez summarized the union's concerns last night by simply stating,
"Be careful what you ask for, because there are unintended consequences. The contract from before, many contracts passed, that was never an issue because we sat down and talked about it. But to make an arbitrary decision, because you as the board has the power to make that determination, does not speak well for the mutual respect between the administration and the teachers that work with them."
The previous contract expired in November of 2011, and the discussion for the new contract has been ongoing since then.